Well, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most impressive sights in all of motorsports is about to take place. This is our salute to you, the great race fans, here at the Weedsport Speedway. This is the Empire Super Sprint. So, ladies and gentlemen, now is the time to get on your feet and tell these drivers and show them you're ready to rock and roll tonight. Who's it going to be? How's it going to be done? 25 laps with the Empire Super Sprints.
It's time to play the game. Time to play the game.
Gotta hold it in.
It's all about the game, and how you play it, all about control. If you can take it, all about you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to rock and roll. Dave Farney up on the flag stand as Jonathan Preston and Chuck Hebing will bring him down to his green flag. All the officials are in place, and we are all ready to go. Dave Farney's ready. I'm ready. Weedsport, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, happy 4th of July. Wipe the visor, adjust the 5-point harness. Grandpa, take a Viagra pill. It's time to get it on. Race fans, it's showtime. Three wide off of corner number 2 for the very first time as the Cobra Chuck Hebing jumps out to the number 1 spot. First time around, it's gonna be the Cobra. He's got the fangs out leading into turn number 1. Preston, 3 wide with Preston, Varon, and Larry White as they exit corner number 2. And we've got one car up against the wall, that's Conium. We've got one car sideways, that's Reeks. And we've got one on its side over in turn number 2. Yellow lights will come on. We've got the Conium 46. We have the 10 of Hebing, the 29 of Herrick. I think that might be the 49 of Kruder, and I'm not sure who the car was that put it on its wing. I believe the... Not sure who it was that did the soft roll. That's the Chad Miller number 88C machine. Sam Reeks the 4th, able to keep it going. He has come over here to the front straightaway as we are under red as one car going over on its side per Empire Super Sprints rules. When a car goes over like that, no matter how hard or soft, and usually it's not the case of either, that the red lights do come on. And you can see the Denny Peebles number 3. Rich Vlack, you were down there in corner number 2. What can you tell us about it? We'll get back to Rich Vlack here in just a moment. You can see the Dylan Herrick number 29 card. Rich, we got you down there? I got you, Rich.
Shane, I'm going to try to jump in here and assess what happened down in turn number 2. Really a accordion effect, chain link. You had a couple of drivers wheel hop. It started with Sammy Reeks and Scott Holcomb, the 91 and the 17, and they were about 6 or 8 cars ahead of the race cars that took the worst of it. Sammy wheel hopped, went up, came back down, spun around, actually drove out of it a little bit, and then everybody else got collected finally with the 88 of Chad Miller flipping over. They were able to get Chad's 88C back up on the on all fours, but I could see some steering components on the front end all torn off, so he is going to be done for the night. The 29 of Dalton Herrick, another driver utilizing the provisional. His front end is all folded up, shocks broken, front axle destroyed on the Kaiser-owned 29 machine. So he will be done, and then we'll swing over to the 10 of Kelly Heaving, who had a good run the other night up at the Can-Am Motorsports Park. She's on the hook. You can see her front axle is folded up as well. Ryan Conium, the 46, the Canadian campaigner, up on the outside of the backstretch. Flat right rear tire on his 446 ride as he has run the entire Speed Weeks. Denny Peebles might be the one that's okay here in the 3-car. He's just waiting to get pushed underway, but it looks like this will take at least 4 cars out. And I'm still trying to make sure that that 17, which you guys have a better vantage point of, the Honey Badger, Sammy Reeks, he was the one that was involved in that for a good 5 seconds. Again, wheel hopped a car, spun around, did a 360, climbed over somebody else's front axle, and was still able to drive away. We'll see if his car is all right, though, because we still have a lot of racing left to be done.
Thank you very much, Rich Vleck over there in corner number 2. We see Sam Reese the 4th in the AP Plumbing Napa Auto Parts number 17 pulled up here just to the left of the flag stand here on the front straightaway. Can't quite get a look at the front end of that car as the safety truck right there ready to push off the 10 of Jeff Cook. Jake Karkland in the number 5K getting some assistance and moved out of harm's way over there in turn number 2. Now the 46 machine of Ryan Conium out of Cleveland, Ohio. He is sitting over there on the backstretch. Looks like he is going to need some assistance. He's out surveying the damage of that ride as the Chad Miller number 88C will also need some assistance back to the pit area. Compliments of the Poland's Truck Center tow truck. So the one-way radio, the race officials telling the crews with the push trucks and with the four-wheelers to get in position, help spread everybody out here just a little bit. So we are under red flag conditions here at the Weedsport Speedway. For those of you watching at home on our broadcast here tonight, thank you for tuning in, and big thanks to everybody here at the Weedsport Speedway for joining us here. You can take a look right there at the front end of that number 88C of Chad Miller as he will be taken back to the pits. Poland's Truck Center, the official tow truck of the Weedsport Speedway, Poland'sTruckCenter.com. Give them a call at 877-987-TOWS. Poland's Truck and Auto Center specializes in heavy and light truck service and repair. They also have a complete auto repair center for car service and maintenance. They are an authorized service provider for the New York State Thruway and provide 24/7 towing for heavy and light trucks as well as autos. Poland's is also a AAA approved auto repair center and are able to handle any type of recovery situation, day or night. That number again is 877-987-TOWS. So the safety crews and some of the crews will get the cars of the Empire Super Sprint spread out just a little bit, and we will get everybody filed and fired back up. 1 lap complete of this 25-lap A main. Taking a look back here throughout the week for Speed Week on Wednesday night at Can-Am, it was Paulie Colagiovanni picking up the win, Jason Barney second, Dylan Swernick third, Jeff Cook fourth, Kelly Hebing fifth, Sammy Reeks the fourth, sixth, Chuck Hebing seventh, Danny Varon eighth, Josh Panisiak ninth, and Matt Tanner completed the top 10. Night number 2 at the Brewerton Speedway as Larry White picked up the win. Matt Tanner was second, Sam Reeks the fourth was third, Danny Varon was fourth, Dylan Swernick was fifth, Jason Barney sixth, Tommy Wickham seventh, Sean Donath eighth, Davey Franek ninth, and Jonathan Preston completed the top 10. Last night at the Fulton Speedway was Jason Barney picking up the win. Paulie Colagiovanni was second, Danny Varon third, Sean Donath fourth, Larry White fifth, Matt Farnham sixth, Matt Tanner seventh, Kelly Hebing eighth, Billy Van Inwagen ninth, and Chuck Hebing completing the top 10. In the history of the Central New York Speed Weeks for the Empire Super Sprint since 2013, Chuck Hebing leads all drivers with 5 wins in Speed Week competition. Steve Poirier, Paulie Colagiovanni, and Jason Barney all tied for second with 4. Stuart Friesen, Matt Tanner, and Larry White all with 3. Davey Franek has 2. Mikel Perrot, Brian Howland, Mike Mahaney, Lucas Wolf, Danny Varon, and Jordan Poirier each have 1. Speed Week champions throughout the years. 2013, it was Mikel Perrant with the championship in 2013, Jason Barney in 14. Steve Poirier did it back-to-back in 15 and 16. Danny Varon did it back-to-back in 17 and 18. Paulie Colagiovanni did it in 2019. Last year, there was no champion because we couldn't race, so nobody was crowned champion of Speedweek. And who will it be this year in 2021? This is the first time in the history of Central New York Speedweeks for the Empire Super Sprints that the Weedsport Speedway has hosted a Central New York Speedweek race for the Empire Super Sprints 360s. Fulton Speedway has 8 to their credit. Can-Am has 7, Brewerton has 7, and the Land of Legends Raceway has 5 to their credit. Is the Poland Truck Center True doing a fantastic job. A little bit busy here on this lap number 1 skirmish, but they will get everybody back to the pits and give those teams ample time to, or at least a shot to get their cars ready. Chuck Hebing, the Cobra, the number 45. Your race leader, Jonathan Preston, the 22. Running in position number 2, Danny Varon, the 00, 3rd. Larry White's 99 is 4th. And the push trucks being instructed to pick up a sprint car, not literally, but just behind them, and get them ready to push off. Fireworks at the conclusion of the night. Just a little flavor over there off the backstretch, ladies and gentlemen, of what you can expect to see here in just a few moments as the red lights have been extinguished and the yellow lights will come back on. That means that the push trucks can start pushing the field off once again, getting everybody fired up. Sam Reeks, the 4th, trying to get fired up with that number 17, and the four-wheeler that could and did it. One lap in of this 25-lap Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints A main. As everybody will fire up, which they have, and we'll get everybody in place where they need to be before we turn them loose once again. Chuck Hebing, the number 45, the Cobra, your race leader with Jonathan Preston running in the 2 spot. No surprise to see the Cobra go to the top side for the restart, as that's where he initially started and was able to grab the number 1 position. Still a couple of cars that they need to get in place. I believe the 87 is supposed to be behind the 10 of Paulie Colagiovanni. Rich Fleck, is that you I hear?
Well, one thing to keep an eye on, guys, on that initial start, you may have seen Dave Varney not fully wave the green flags. He wasn't sure it was going to be a clean start because Chuck Hebing jumped a little bit early. They decided to let it go. Now, Hebing will dictate this restart, probably from the top of the racetrack, but will Jonathan Preston be up to the challenge and be a little bit quicker to go after the Cobra before he strikes?
Yeah, let's see how that plays out this time, Rich. Thank you very much from on top of Victory Hill down there in the infield. Rich will be setting off our fireworks at the conclusion of tonight's racing activities. Getting everybody in place. Scott Kruder in the 49 and the 23 of Tyler Cordier having a dispute on who belongs where. So she go 23 Cartier, 49 Kruder, 10 of Jeff Cook. So the lineup is good. They did it in single file. Now everybody will choose a lane, and that's how it will play out. And the Cobra has chosen the top side for the restart. White flag will be displayed off of turn number 4. Hebing, Preston, 1 and 2. Varon, 3rd. Larry White, 4th. Matt Farnham, 5th. Paulie Colagiovanni sits in 6th. Dylan Swernick is 7th. 8th belongs to Jason Barney's 87. Matt Tanner in the 90 is 9th. Jake Kirkland's 5K is 10th. The 53 of Sean Donath is 11th. 12th is the number 28 of Davey Franek. Tommy Wickham, 13th. The 56 of Billy Van Inwagen, 14th. Scott Holcomb, Sammy Reeks, Bobby Perro, the 23 of Cartier, the 49 of Kruder, the 10 of Cook, the 98 of Trenka, the 3 of Peebles, the 10 of Hebing as we are green. Three wide, they ride off of corner number 2 as Farnham to the inside of 87 of Barney takes the spot away and now goes after Paulie Colagiovanni as they battle for position number 5. Colagiovanni doesn't surrender it as Larry White holds on to position number 4 right there in front of him as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Swernick holding on to position number 8. 9th is Kirkland, and the 53 of Donath rounds out the top 10. Hebing looking to run away and hide right now as they head up into turn number 1 and 2. He has opened up the advantage of a 10 car lengths over the 22 of Preston. Varon bounces it off the wall. He'll take the 3rd spot away and keep it from Paulie Colagiovanni as they work their way into the west end. Now the 87 of Jason Barney to the inside of Colagiovanni looking for position number 4. Barney works the low side. Colagiovanni works the top side. He'll keep 4th. Barney is 5th. Larry White is 6th. Farnham rides in 7th. Swernick is 8th. Donath is 9th. And Kirkland completes the top 10. 5 complete, 1/5 of the way through as the Cobra, Chuck Hebing, takes him down the back straightaway. And here comes a good battle for 3rd between the 10 of Paulie Colagiovanni, the 87 of Jason Barney, and the 00 of Danny Varon. Varon looking to make something work, and the St. Lawrence Radiology Dover Brakes number 00 as they work their way off of corner number 2. Varon, the owner of that car, as he holds on to position number 4, is racing Jason. Is on the move right now as he is up to position number 4, going after Paulie Colagiovanni for position number 3. Hebing has caught the back end of the field as we're going to complete lap number 8 right here, and he has Denny Peebles and the number 98 of Joe Trenka along with his daughter Kelly Hebing right in front of him. And a good battle off of corner number 2 for position number 3 between Colagiovanni and the 87 of Jason Barney. Larry White and the 99L, the 00 of Danny Varon, and the number 7 of Matt Farnham, all in a dogfight right now. That is the battle for position number 5, 6, and 7. 10 will be in the books this time by for the Cobra, Chuck Hebing, as he works traffic through corner number 3 and 4. Cobra gets around Peebles, and now Jonathan Preston right there within striking distance. So is Paulie Colagiovanni and Jason Barney. Preston bobbles just a little bit. Here comes Colagiovanni in the number 10 car. Preston shuts the door, slaps the wall. Jason Barney looking to go up 2 spots. Can't do it that time. Into turn number 1 and 2. Second, third, and fourth all together. Hebing with a little breathing room. Now Jason Barney from fourth to second, a 1 heartfelt pounce. And here comes Paulie Colagiovanni looking to return the favor. He'll get underneath Preston. Now he's looking to get underneath Barney. That's the battle for the 2 spot into turn number 1. Working it off the turn, Paulie Colagiovanni up to position number 2. Jason Barney is third. Jonathan Preston fourth. Larry White is fifth. Meanwhile, your leader, Chuck Hebing, in heavy traffic with 13 complete. Looking to get around Kruder, looking to get around Perro, and looking to get around Cartier as he dances down the back straightaway. And Paulie Colagiovanni trying to reel him in as they exit corner number 4. 14 in for the Cobra. Paulie Colagiovanni still there for position number 2. Jason Barney third. Larry White is fourth. Jonathan Preston fifth. 6th belongs to Danny Varon. 7th is Matt Farnham. 8th is Dylan Swernick. 9th is Sean Donath. And rounding out the top 10 is the Jake Kirkland number 5K machine. Now Larry White looking to challenge Jason Barney for position number 3 as they exit corner number 2. Larry White was to the inside, couldn't make it work that time. As Chuck Hebing on cruise control, but not quite. As he brings it off the turn, he gets around Scott Holcomb. He's got 3 slower cars between himself and the 10 of Paulie Colagiovanni. 16 complete. Colagiovanni trying to thread his way through traffic. The Cobra throws the slider on Perro to put him a lap down as they exit corner number 4. 17 down for the Cobra into turn number 1 and 2. Colagiovanni still there for position number 2. Battle for third, Jason Barney. He holds it. Larry White is fourth. Danny Varon fifth. Matt Farnham in 6th. Jonathan Preston 7th. But for how long is Dylan Swernick looking to get around him? And he's got Sean Donath in the 53 looking to do the same as they complete lap number 18. Watching your leader, Chuck Hebing across the line, 19 down as they come off of corner number 4. Larry White in the 99L. Trying to keep Matt Farnham behind him as they exit turn number 2. As the 10 of Paulie Colagiovanni has cleared traffic with 5 to go, he has sight of the 45 of Chuck Hebing. Nothing but clear racetrack between Hebing and Paulie Colagiovanni, and 2 slower cars in front of the 45 of Hebing. 21 down, 4 to go. Jeff Cook and Billy Van Inwagen in front of your race leader into corner number 1 and 2. And Paulie Colagiovanni is closing in. Jason Barney is third, but a distance back. Hebing's got to be careful in traffic, trying to get around Cook, and here comes Paulie Colagiovanni with 3 to go. Jonathan Preston off the pace in turn number 3. As they work their way down the back straightaway, will Preston clear? Off of turn number 3 and 4, he will. And Paulie Colagiovanni is within 2 car lengths of Chuck Hebing. 23 down, 2 to go for the Cobra. Can Chuck Hebing hold on? Can Paulie Colagiovanni get around him? We're going to find out. Paulie Colagiovanni drives it in a little bit deeper that time. They'll come down to Dave Farney's white flag. Here we go. Into turn number 1 and 2. Chuck Hebing leads the way. Paulie Colagiovanni takes it down the back straightaway in position number 2. Hebing looking to clear the slower car of Tanner. Here comes Colagiovanni. He's not going to be able to do it. Chuck Hebing will win at Weedsport. The Cobra puts a bite on the port here tonight. Paulie Colagiovanni finishes in 2nd. Jason Barney 3rd. Larry White 4th. Matt Farnham 5th. Danny Varon 6th. Sean Donath 7th. Wow. The Cobra takes a bite out of the port tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as he picks up the win. for the finale of the Central New York ESS 360 Speedweek. Any Chuck Hebing fans out there, ladies and gentlemen? We have fireworks coming up in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go too far. One stoppage for the Empire Super Sprints. How about a round of applause for all those drivers, ladies and gentlemen? The Cobra, Chuck Hebing, picking up the win here at the port. A fantastic race tonight for the Empire Super Sprints. What a finale for them here this evening. At the conclusion of Victory Lane, we are going to light up the sky and celebrate our nation's independence, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Barney finishing in third. Rich Vleck, you have done this before. You have talked to the Cobra. You're going to talk to him again right here on Victory Hill at the port. What a conclusion to the ESS Central New York Speedweeks. We're going to send it to you.
In the Cobra, Chuck Hebing, able to pick up the win, his 38th career Empire Super Sprint victory, tying him with Lance Young for third most all-time on the tour, getting the safety gear off, his second ESS win here at the Weedsport Speedway. Had to hold off the kid, Paulie Colagiovanni, to do so. An impressive run throughout. Led from the drop of the green flag and had to muscle his way around this racetrack. The veteran still has it. His first win of 2021. The Cobra strikes here at the port. Well, Chuck, you brought the fireworks to the racetrack here tonight. A little bit different setup again. Early in the night, you were up in the wall trying to avoid a wreck. Everything was okay there, and from that point on, you were a rocket ship up on the top of the speedway. How does it feel?
It's pretty good to win at Weedsport, all the people that own this place and run this place, and Jimmy Phelps and Al and Betsy, all real good friends on top of it. It's a great place to be. No, we worked hard tonight. Tommy and Jason, we worked hard again, and we put some new stuff in it tonight, and she was pretty good on the top of Weedsport. Yeah,
this was a different place. You won here back on Labor Day of, I think it was 2017. Running the top like that 4 years ago as well. But you had some guys chasing you down in the final few laps in lap traffic. That had to be a little woolly.
Yeah, I knew somebody was getting to me. I was taking too long getting by some lap cars, and I've had to start sliding lap cars and stop being careful. So, yeah, you just can't be careful all night because all you're going to do is get caught.
Well, hey, 24 fast laps after the caution on lap number 1. It had to be quite wild to hang it that close to the wall that whole time.
Oh, yeah, it was on the fence, but I enjoy it.
Hey, who do you have to thank?
Again, Jason, Tommy, we work hard tonight. Michelle and Kelly, we all it's been a long week, so everybody's kind of had enough.
Chuck Hebing back on top of Victory Hill gets the win. And as we said, his second career ESS win, but he did have a win on 4th of July here back in 2004 as well, so he likes winning on Independence Day. Let's bring over Paulie Colagiovanni. A successful weekend for you, another second-place run. And second place here last time, you were running down Chuck in those final few laps. What was the little bit of a difference?
I definitely think that we made a quick shock and bar adjustment right there at the end, and I think that helped us out through the slick track. I don't know if I could have been much better. I was just hoping that lap traffic kind of played in my favor there at the end.
It seemed like about 10 laps to go, you would run down Chuck, and then things opened up, and he was able to get a little bit of a distance. Probably the difference for you running him back down when you got to that next group of lap cars.
Yeah, the lap cars definitely made it interesting. I tried the top in 3 and 4 a couple of times. I washed out, but I really didn't know where the fast line was, so I was kind of searching, and I'm pretty good with the second place.
I mean, from watching here in the infield, and I'm sure the fans feel it the same way, you guys are up on the wall lap after lap. What is it like, especially, I think a couple of times, you've bid it coming off the corner here at this place and having to kind of get over those fears, go after those nerves, and go tackle the top of the racetrack?
It definitely is a little bit nerve-wracking. The harder you go into the turn, the more air downforce you're going to get. But it's like you're sliding up to the wall. You know you're going to hit it, but you're hoping you bounce off of it.
Well, you didn't bounce off anything. You had a good run, good second place here tonight.
Thank you.
There he is, Paulie Colagiovanni with a solid run, bringing it home in the number 2 spot and 3rd tonight. And he had some work to do, moving his way up through the pack. Racing Jason Barney in car number 87. I'm sure you'll take that. You had to climb up through. You had some fast cars in front of you. You got yourself in position with a great 3-wide pass about halfway through the race. Good, solid run overall, I feel.
It was great. You know, after you draw 9 and then you go back to the board and you look at the cars in front of you, you're like, oh, maybe if I could get 1 or 2, it would be a good night. But, you know, right off the bat, we came with a plan that we were just going to keep the car kind of neutral and see what the racetrack did. And when we rolled out and I saw how much racetrack there was there, I'm like, well, this could be fun. If you just do the right things in the beginning, get a decent track position, and get in the lap traffic, it's fun. But this is one of the funnest places to race. It's a blast, and I appreciate them having us here. Happy for Chuck. Congratulations to Paulie. They're still on top, and we're just keep plugging along.
And I don't think I'm wrong in saying this. I believe you have the 2021 Central New York Speedweek Championship as well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Haven't won that since 2014. Been close a couple times, and this might be the only thing that I can be tied with Steve Poirier with. So I'll take that as an accomplishment, and we'll move on to the rest of the season. It's good momentum in mid-season, and we got the car good right now and confident, and the guys are working hard, and that means the most.
He's got 3 wins in 7 point races so far this year, so a quality run right in your backyard. Congratulations, Jason.
Thank you guys for having us.
And rounding out the podium here tonight, he's going to go for his top 3 photo. And Shane, what more can be said? Awesome racetrack, awesome drivers, incredible racing throughout the night. I think we had, 1 caution in all the features this evening. And that meant for some great racing, high, low, middle. It didn't matter where these drivers went. They found up some bite, and we got treated to some incredible racing here on the holiday weekend.
We sure did, Rich, and congratulations to our top 3, the Cobra, Chuck Hebing, Paulie Colagiovanni, and Jason Barney for the Empire Super Sprints here tonight.